I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. So if any of you feel that you do not care to subject your nerves to such a strain, now is your chance to, well, we've warned you.
Hey guys, welcome to Happy Wax TV, and this is horror movie news. Just a quick one today. I just wanted to quickly go over the box office because, you know, God damn it, I hate when I'm right, but I called it last week about The Predator. But let's go through this really quick. So this week, the big movie coming out was The House with Clock in the Walls. I don't really know a lot about this movie. I did get the trailer sent to me, you know, whenever a couple months ago, whenever it got released. But I didn't really look into it too much. I got to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of Eli Roth. I don't know. He's hit and miss. He was really big when he came out, but just his last few movies I just haven't really cared for. And although I do like Jack Black, I love him and he is in this, and I will go see this movie at some point, or you know, buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. But I just wasn't on my priority list for movies this weekend. So, but God damn it, I called it. I mean, The Predator shit the bed just like I said it was going to. So. You know what? Let's hop over to the actual box office ratings here, and I'll give you the rundown of what everybody made here. So, okay, so starting off, number one was House with Clock in the Walls. It grossed 26 million, almost 27 million dollars this weekend. It had a budget of 42 million, so it still has a ways to go to make its money back, but I'm sure it'll chug along. I'm not even sure what this movie's rated. I'm guessing it's probably rated PG, so I'm sure it'll do well over Halloween. Like it's you know, we still got a week left in September, so I'm sure once October hits and people are looking for you know, scary movies to see, or you know, kids kind of horror movies to see in October. So I'm sure it'll kind of trot along the next couple of weeks and make its money back. And this isn't the worldwide gross either, so it very well could have made its budget back. This is just a weekend gross domestically, so yeah. So I have no doubt that it'll make its money back. And then actually in third, hanging on, was The Nun. Yeah, it made another $10 million, and I can't fucking believe it because that movie's horrible. It actually it moved over the $100 million mark with a budget of 22 million. So I said this last week. Guaranteed, we're gonna see like probably not a sequel to The Nun, because, you know, that would probably be like the Conjuring movie, but we'll probably see a prequel to this movie, which in itself was kind of a prequel to the Conjuring character. So I don't know, but I'm sure they'll think up some other goofy storyline for this nun character and make another movie for sure. I mean, why wouldn't they? The fucking thing's killing it at the box office. So, and then the poor Predator, down 64%, just like I said it was going to fucking drop. I mean, it didn't even really have that strong of an opening weekend. It had a budget of $88 million. Last week, I think it opened at like 24 million or something like that. And then this week, it made 8.7 million, which is, it played in 4,000 fucking theaters, and it only brought in less than $10 million. So that's fucking pathetic. It was actually this week they added on 33 theaters on top of what it was because last week it was like 4,000 and just over 4,040 theaters it played in, and this week they bumped it up 33 more theaters to 4,070, and it still dropped like 64%. So like I said, this is like a one-time viewing movie. And people are going to see it, and it's fucking terrible. You know what I mean? And they're probably never going to, well, they aren't. They're not watching it anymore. It fucking sucks. So, yeah. And right now it's sitting at $40 million total gross with a budget of $88 million. So, and that's not including all the advertising, and that's just $88 million it cost to make the movie. All the you know, the marketing budgeting isn't added into this equation. So I doubt we're going to see a Predator movie, if maybe never again. I don't know. Yeah, Shane Black, you fucked this movie up, dude. It's a fucking shame too, because I had my hopes really high for this one, and yeah, man, you dropped the ball, buddy. So, and then look at this, chugging along is the fucking Meg. So far, it made its budget back. It's at $140 million. It's grossed, and it made another $2.3 million this week. So, and this is I don't know how many weeks this has been playing. Week number 5, no, week number 7. Look at you, the Meg. Week number 7. And it still pulled in over $2 million. So good for you. So, and unlike The Nun and The Predator, I hope that we do see another one of these fucking movies, because I really enjoyed this. I like Jason Statham, and I've said this every time I talk about this movie. It's a shame that they pulled all the gore out of it, but yeah. It'll be in the Blu-ray, that's for sure. So, there was a couple other movies playing. Assassination Nation. I had high hopes for this movie. I didn't do a trailer review for it, but I did watch the trailer, and I thought it looked really good. The fucking thing only brought in like $1 million. Mind you, it only played in 1,400 theaters, which isn't like a lot. It's less than half than most of the movies, but yeah, I don't know what the budget was for that movie, but I'm guessing just looking at the movie, I'm sure it had at least a $10+ million budget at least. So, and it only made $1 million. So yeah, man, that fucking tanked. And then what else we got here for horror movies? Hotel Transylvania 3. I got to tell you, I love these movies. It's been out for 11 weeks. It had a budget of $80 million, and it's made $166 million. So Adam Sandler, keep putting these movies out, because really they are fucking good. So kept chugging along, and then yeah, I guess that's really it. Slender Man's not even in the top 40, so it's pretty much over and done with. But whatever, it made its money back the first week. So I mean, I'm sure we'll be seeing another one of those. But yeah, I don't know. I called it. The Predator. Down 64% from last week. Didn't even bring in $10 million this week. So, yeah. So I'm sure if you want to go see The Predator, I'd probably go see it in the next week or two, because I'm sure it'll get yanked out of theaters, because, you know, like I've said, it's a piece of shit. So, anyways, yeah. So that's your box office. You know, I guess good for Eli Roth. Not, you know what I mean? Like, again, most of his movies, like his movies are hit and miss. You know, he's kind of like Nicolas Cage. You know what I mean? Like, He'll put out like 3 or 4 or even 5 or 6 really bad, shitty movies, and you'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then all of a sudden he'll have a hit. You know what I mean? Such as the case as Mom and Dad and Mandy for Nicolas Cage. And then this movie here, House with a Clock in its Walls, you know, obviously it's a hit because it killed it at the box office. And I think Jack Black had a lot to do with it too, because he's got a pretty good following as well. And I really do like Jack Black. I think he's awesome. So the other 2 things I quickly wanted to talk about is there's a new Joker movie coming out next year. I really do like the looks of this. Joaquin Phoenix is playing the Joker, and this is a dark movie, or at least they're saying it's going to be a dark movie. And they just released a trailer. Actually, if you can see it right here, this is what he's dressed up like. Now, this is kind of an origins movie, so I haven't really been kind of investigating it too much, but I'm going to read more into it and have some news on it later in the week probably, because after watching the video, well, you can see in the picture here, but the big thing on the internet was the picture of Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker makeup and how he looks and stuff. And man, this movie I think is going to be fucking awesome. I hope they don't ruin this one. So, but Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor, and he's very picky about the roles that he does. But man, oh man, he looks fucking great in this movie. Now it doesn't come out until next year, but these are just early photos and stuff like that. And there's a video out too of him with his makeup on. But man, so far everything's shaping up fucking great, and it's got a $55 million budget too. So, I mean, that's pretty good. And then just quickly, one other quick thing. Just let me scroll down here. I'm not going to play this trailer just because, but I will leave a link for it in the description. It's Universal, and they're pretty kind of prickish when it comes to doing their trailers. But it's just this new trailer for the Halloween movie, and it's It's kind of done in a crime documentary style. They kind of did the same thing for Texas Chainsaw Massacre years back too, which was pretty cool. But you can see here, I'm not going to play it because, you know, I don't know what'll happen to it if I play it. But anyways, I'll leave a link for this trailer in the description box as well. But it's pretty cool. They don't really show much new footage, but what they've done is they've taken scenes from the original Halloween and kind of made it into like a crime scene documentary style movie for like the first 30 to 40 seconds, and then it goes into the actual trailer for it. But check it out. It's pretty cool, actually. So anyways, that's all I got for movie news today. Basically, I just quickly wanted to go over the box office numbers and just brag a little bit about how right I was about The Predator, because that movie was fucking garbage. And so was The Nun. Don't let anyone tell you that's a good movie either, because it's a piece of shit too. So anyways, guys, that's it for movie news. I'll have lots more coming out this week. And yeah, as always, stay scared.